I'm pretty happy with what they did on the back end. Nothing crazy. They haven't overextended themselves like crazy. I think the value is good, and every time you look at a deal that they made, it was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And you could say, oh, OEL is not in his prime, and nobody said he was, but that puck moving experience is going to be pretty invaluable. I just really get like giddy with excitement, but I get, I look satisfied at the back end, and it looks solid. It looks like there's lots of options, and like Morgan Rielly is just not the sore thumb sticking out going, well, I guess I got to try to do everything anymore. And I think he'll have a big year just by having the pressure off of him, just by allowing himself to go just do what he does best and mold his own game into what he wants it to be, and can get very good at it, as opposed to I got to be stretched thin left, right, and center trying to do everything. As I just don't think he's a number one stud guy that can carry a whole team. He's not very many guys are. And now he's got some pieces in place where he's like, I can kind of maybe relax and fall into a role where he can really, just have a prosperous season and just be what he's supposed to be.
I think Tanev's arrival does amazing things, at least on paper, for a guy like Rielly. I can't remember the last time he had a right-handed shooting defenseman partner that lasted more than 6 months. There's been Lyubushkin, there's been Luke Shen. Maybe the best pairing that he's had is with Ron Hainsey, a veteran at the time. So you start to wonder, and it goes off in your head, if you have somebody reliable, like one of the best shutdown defensemen in the league, and Chris Tanev, what does that do for the game of Morgan Rielly? And I won't lie, really, really excited. I think you can cut back on the minutes just a tad. I think Oliver Ekman-Larsson's going to help with running the first power play unit. I'm not going to say he's going to be the full-time guy, but I think it allows Morgan Rielly to chill a bit, whereas you looked at the blue line the last couple of years, it was Morgan Rielly and everybody else. I think they bridged the gap a bit this offseason, Rosie.
It's pretty much what they did, right? That's what they did. Tanev was the big splash, and Oil come in. You start to look down the line at the McCabe's and the Benoits and stuff, and it's like, man, this could be, one of those decors that's like, man, everyone's fitting together. You got a lot of boxes checked. You got a lot of guys in their lane. No one's scrambled and expected to be super overextended, and I think that's when you get into trouble. Seems like everyone, the role and job everyone's going to be asked to do, I think everyone's very, very capable of doing it. And there's some depth there, which is super nice. And you look at the defense cores that are winning the Stanley Cup, and they're big guys that can move the puck, and the way this team's built with the powerhouse up front, you want to get those guys the puck and get it at your end and not be running around all crazy. I think it'll be nice in that sense.
Make sure to check out more of our content right here on the Leafs Nation YouTube page. We got long form interviews, we got clips, we got epic rants by Jay Rosehill. We simply have it all. And don't forget, you can find out much more at theleafsnation.com. Thanks so much for watching.